Hey, greetings. Hope you all having a good evening. The natives out here want me to be very respectful about my location. We're in a very ancient coordinate when it comes to the school of astrology. We're at a very interesting latitude and longitude line here this evening. So we're going to be very respectful to the elders and the natives of this particular land. But I'm going to just briefly go into a little bit more information in regards to the rituals that I've been talking about in reference to setting up, really essentially setting up your own credit company, from having something backing it to being able to finance it to being able to distribute it to different outlets. And how you go about doing that, of course, is up to you. But you got to remember one thing: it gets really mystical, though. It's a very mystical side to this whole thing. And the mystical aspect is that you have to remember about a being called Sahu. And this is going to take us into the number 18 and our capital after this episode. So this is the number 17 going into the number 18 information. This is kind of like the door. And you have to learn about a being called Sahu. And some of you remember back in the day, I don't know, some of you that may have parents that was old enough or whatever, was born in that era, and they may have used a phrase, term, or a slang term when someone said something to them. Instead of saying, "What did you say?" they would say, "Who? Who?" And I'm saying that jokingly, but seriously, this was a connection that those ancestors had with this being called Sahu. And Sahu is very important because Sahu charges you and puts you into a contract predicated upon what you say, even to yourself. So when you get into this and you make pacts and do rituals with yourself, and you may look at it like, well, nobody's listening, it's just me. You got to remember that Sahu is there. And everything that you say is recorded. It's recorded. It kind of like is stored in the Akashic records or a computer program. And what people don't realize is that the ancients, when they had these different beings like Sahu and Isis and Osiris and these different entities, these were computer programs, literally, technology, sophisticated, and past your devices. They didn't need a device to channel this information. It was used through a school called tone. So when you said things, you made a contract, and once you said something, you were charged with, in that contract, with fulfilling what it is that you said. And usually in the course of you saying something, what's going to happen? You're going to meet people that you said certain things to. And these people that you said certain things to, you have a contract with these people. And this is going to get interesting in this ritual, and I'm pointing this out because this is when people talk about sacrifice, and when people talk about people taking oaths and making pacts and making a lot of money and things like that, and they're like, well, why are these people turning up dead? And they like blamed it on the rich person. See, the rich person made an oath with an intelligent entity. At some point, to manifest a certain amount of money, you can only make a certain amount of money if you just say, I'm going to be an honest worker and work a job. If you manifest a certain amount of money in your reality that's more than what most people have, you've made some pact. And it's not to say that you're evil. It's just that you have a lot to totally fulfill that's going to come around full circle based upon the things that you said. And to get an example of this, there's a movie called Lost, and I'm going to stop right here because this will take us into the number 18. It's actually a TV series. And this Lost documents what I'm talking about, because what you'll find out was what was controlling the world system was a Native American technology or ancient technology that was based upon a prompt, what we was talking about in the number 16. And this prompt was triggered by Sahu, things and contracts and words that people said that may have never played out or that did play out, and it caused a cycle of death even. This is how this group of people got lost on this island. It's called Lost. You need to check it out. So we're going to go more into that. I just wanted to kind of get you guys updated on what's going on with the information and get you guys totally at the door where I'm at, so we can go ahead and walk through this door. So we're going to go ahead and walk through this door and go into the information of number 18 coming up at you in the next episode. Just something to spark the mind tonight, to get your energies rising, your ethers rising, because we are getting ready to go through the Sirius rising time. So Sirius is going to be rising, so getting ready for that. So got a lot of information to bring you guys. As always, stay vigilant. Watch what you say. Remember, what you say can turn into a contract or an agreement, and it functions like a circle. So until you understand what you're saying, learn to not speak and to think about what you want to do. I'm going to come back up with you with more, but at some point you will have to speak to make it through this ritual. So as always, namaste. Good vibes.